ahead. I don't know where you got it from, but go ahead with it.
Well, she got to get it from you.
No, it's not. I mean, maybe she got it. I mean, you're right. Maybe she got it from me from the way that I treat her, but that's not how I live my life.
With to you, but you may not. You don't see her through the lens that she has looking at you.
You're right, and she thinks I'm the goddamn bee's knees, and y'all, you know, that's my phrase.
This
But she does, like, she does. I'll be like, no, like, I'll be brushing my hair, and she'll be like, Mom, you're so pretty. I'm like, ew, gross, stop, because it's weird.
Isn't it funny how affectionate they are?
Because like, where did you get that from?
Yeah, because like, as a kid, I was not that way.
I never. Ever. I don't even remember ever looking at my mom being in awe with like starry eyes, being like, Mom. She just is like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, wow. So for me, I don't necessarily feel like I'm the shit. As I'm getting older, maybe I'm like, all right, yo, like I'm all right. And I'll say things to y'all, and even in conversation, like, all right, this is what I'm about to do. I'm like, I'm Michael Jordan in this shit as we watching The Last Dance. And y'all like, bitch, you already. Like, what are you talking about? And like, but nothing seems like enough for me. Like, I gotta go hard all the time. Like, I will work. Like, so I need to stop saying like, pull that back. So in the next week, we've talked about this with COVID-19. We've had a shift in how the children are here, and then how we've changed when they're with my ex-husband. So they're gone for a whole week now. So they're gone this week. This week, I'm going to be working around the clock for sure. And I know it, just to make sure I'm doing everything I need to do times 20. I'm going to be excelling in spaces that people aren't expecting me to excel in. And I'm going to be, you know, just making myself proud. But that's something that maybe my mindset is. So social media always comes in, and I hate to make social media the space where I feel like I am trying to gauge myself against. But there are certain things that pop up on my timeline when I'm on social media, and I see, like, you know, your only competition is yesterday's version of yourself. So that's it. Like, if that's who I'm competing against, who I was yesterday, then I need to do better. So I know that I have weaknesses in how I do my work. Sometimes I go really, really hard, and other times I'm like, I don't want to talk to nobody. Don't ask me for the answers to this. Don't send me an Excel sheet, even Excel spreadsheet. Even though I've been saying just send me the Excel spreadsheet. I hate Excel so much, like so much. Oh my God, it makes me cry. But so there are things that I know that I can get a grasp on this week, because I won't be making 3 home cooked meals every single day. And I won't be trying to sit here and say, okay, you have a call this time, and you have a call this time, and I have a call this time, and trying to schedule the kids and my own schedule for the 5 days that's coming up of a work week. So this week, I know I can go super duper hard. And that's the only thing that I can say for myself. But even still, when I get to Friday, I'm going to be like, I could have done better. I know for sure. This past week that happened, I went really, really hard, and I feel like I could have done better. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, that I'm always going to feel like I could have done better, but I always feel like, okay, literally could have done. Like, yesterday we were watching, you know, the HBCU Show Me Your Walk.
Yes.
By Chase and Barack Obama and the Urban League, and I was very excited about all of that. And I was explaining to my son while we were watching it, a neighbor of mine, a couple of houses down, we hear horns beeping while we're watching it. And a young girl, she actually was supposed to walk. She was graduating this year. And her family and friends pulled up, and they had a ceremony. They had speeches, bullhorns, balloons, confetti. I was like, that's what you're talking about. And I got emotional. And my son's like, well, here we go with the emotions. Why are you emotional? And I'm like, homeboy, let me explain something to you. Okay. 2006, when I graduated from college, the odds were against me. First of all, I was first generation graduate college attendee. Cool. Got there. Life event. I got pregnant with my son my senior year. Boom. Great. I wasn't not going to graduate, because I already knew that graduation was going to be on my 22nd birthday. there's no way I'm not graduating. Sorry. So my senior year, I took 9 classes, which was 27 credits. I did my internship, which was 15 hours a week, and I worked 30 hours a week at my retail job, all while driving from Philly to Chester, where my college was, because I moved off campus when I found out I was pregnant. So for the young girl down the street who was able to graduate, I don't know what work ethic she put into to get to the finish line, but it's important. And I feel for these kids right now who are dealing with COVID-19 getting in the way of them walking across that stage.
Agree.
Like, it just sucks. But still, even when I walked across that stage and Uncle Joe Biden was our commencement speaker, it still wasn't enough. I was like, what's next? And I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing for me, because I could be, 50 years old, 60 years old with hypertension or whatever comes from this type of anxiety I put into myself, for it never ever to be enough, because I'm maybe not cocky enough, or I don't think that I deserve certain things. Like, I know that I'm good at shit. I know that I am well versed, and I educate myself time and time again, but it still never ever feels enough. So
I think that it's good and bad. I think that it's great because clearly it keeps you motivated. It always you never can fall into stagnation when you have that kind of mentality. It's always going to help you push the needle forward. It's always going to help you to do more. But it's bad because you'll never see how great you are the way that we all see it. Right? You're never going to be able to apply the same lens. Like, we're like, oh, look at Toya out here killing it. Right. I would like for you to see the same thing. You should, right? You should see the same thing.
It's Tuesday anyway.
But it's a disservice to yourself. How are you ever gonna see how much you motivate others? How much of a ray of light that you are?
I think I see it through my kids, though. I think I see it through the fact that they have like a certain level of comfort in their lives. They don't have to worry about anything. I think I see it when I see them being leaders, and I see them having, mindsets and conversations about, social changes that are happening. When I see them just being in the front of their peers and being like, oh, I can do that, because when I was younger, I didn't have that confidence to be a leader and be like, oh, I'll take that on. I can do that. I will always wait until something was handed to me, an assignment was given to me. So that's where I see it. For me, still not with me. It's just whatever anyone can get from me being me and doing the things that I'm doing, maybe that's it. And then it pours out through those. It's a funnel. So, yeah.
Maybe, but I feel like that's why sometimes you're comfortable with going into your hermit shell, and then
absolutely, I love it. It's beautiful.
Who can you pour into when you do that?
Oh, yeah,
right.
Then everybody else is missing out. Just saying.
But it's good that you recognize the fact that you don't see it, but it's also good that you recognize that your kids exude that. They're an extension of you.
Yeah.
So the fact that they are emulating all these things and they're going out into the world and showing how great they are. They didn't learn about osmosis. They were been poured into. You know what I'm saying? So that is what you have to see. And then, like I said, the good is that you know that you have no ceiling. You can do whatever you want to do.
I'm out of here. Stratosphere.
There is no ceiling for you. You just have to sit back and actually look at your accomplishment. Now, some people, they need to write it down to see it. And then you'd be like, well, shit. Like, even just like a little bit of time that I've known you, I'm like, damn, all right, you ain't tired yet? All right, go ahead. You be like, I'm working until 7 o'clock. I'm like, oh, really? Yeah, I stopped working at like 12. I made some soup.
I really do be working. Like,
are you still working? No, okay. Yeah, great.
Right.
So I think like if you maybe like you just have to maybe see, if you write it down and you just see your accomplishments, that might be better than just trying just to keep it all in your head, because you've done a lot.
Maybe like I do need to write down my accomplishment. Like I write down my goals. I write down my goals, where I want to go. Too. Like I never write down the things that I've done. Like it's like when I write down my goals, I'll look back and be like, all right, check that off, did that. Like I did that yesterday. I opened up my notes on my phone and I was like, okay, for 2020, we were supposed to do these things, done that. It was like 3 things that I already crossed off. Done. All right, keep going. I never look back.
Look back and sit and marinate in it, because I'm sure your goals that you have set are like astronomical, and they're probably just, you just sit and marinate in it, because it's only May. And if the fact that you can check, and it's only May, girl, relish in it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Shanice. I feel like we had a whole like Ayala moment. This is great. I love this topic.
We did have an Ayala. We had a Ronza moment. Y'all
Wait, so did y'all watch the Jill Scott, Erykah Badu battle?
I did.
It was amazing. And I feel like the energy that they both gave off, like, I forgot what Erykah Badu said. I think Jill Scott said, "You're beautiful." And Erykah Badu was like, "Thank you. I feel beautiful." And someone was like, "That is the way to accept a compliment." And I was like, you know what? You're right. Because when people compliment you, sometimes you almost feel like you gotta be like, "Oh no."
Yep. No.
But why? No. We didn't say it. Even though some people, like, when I be seeing you like people's pictures on Instagram, sometimes I'm like, I know you didn't like that dusty ass pic. That was not good. So I can't accept everyone's compliments equally. But some of us that don't lie, just accept our compliments, because we're out here actually telling the truth.
I worry about that too. When I see someone like my pic and then I see other pics that they're like, I'm like, wait, am I ugly?
Because you out here just like any old thing.
This ain't the same type of picture. What you talking about?
Well, that's just like the same thing with relationships. Like when you break up and you go see, like, you either see their ex or you see who they're with now, you're like, wait.
Yes, first of all, but okay, y'all always talking about Janae. BS has been on rotation, okay? And she was like, when I saw your ex, that boosts my self-esteem. Hello, don't play with me.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to recount. Most of my, I don't have a lot of exes, but most of my exes, like, they're ladies, like, we all look the same, or if we don't look the same, we all have like similar characteristics, and I'm like, I get it. So but the next, have I seen any? No. Still, like, maybe not.
The next, I'm confused. I'm be like, oh, all right. I don't have a lot of exes either, but all of them are married now. I'm like, well, damn, what's wrong with me? Like, I feel like I'm good.
First of all,
like, what's that movie? Good Luck, Chuck, or that?
But one of my friends said that before. He was like, every woman I date, they date me, and then the next person they date, they get married. I'm like,
I feel like we're like the cleanup crew. Like we're shining you up real nice. Like, I pretty woman you.
I seen some of them. I seen some of their profiles, and you dodged some bullets. So
tell her, let her know. Dodge the bullets. If you're needing to dodge bullets,
yes,
Matrix that shit. Like, no.
I always wonder that. I was having this conversation.
Don't make me start sending screenshots to Toya. I'm gonna send her like.
I'm gonna send one look like a Ninja Turtle, one look like Squidward, one look like the Michelin Man right now.
Wait, are we talking about the men or are we talking about the ladies?
No, the men.
Squidward.
And this is shit.
But damn. Yeah. I could laugh at it now. Before I was like, no, he's like, no, he wasn't. Okay.
Well, I will tell you this: once he's out of your vision, that's one thing that works for me. Like when I'm off it, I'm so off it. Like, like I got a very intense Happy Mother's Day text message that was like a paragraph, and I was like, this is a lot of sentences on a Sunday afternoon. I'm like, nigga. Thanks. Here I go. Thanks. I appreciate it. Period. Like, what do you want me to fucking say, bro? What do you want me to say? Like, it's a very weird relationship. It's like we went our separate ways. Then we came back around and tried again. It was like, nah, no. But then that person is still kind of around my life because
life.
Right, like I say,
just because
he works at. Anywho, I'm so fucking stressed. Like I'm breaking out in highs. I'm breaking out in highs.
Okay, we gonna move on. Go ahead.
But anyway, no, okay, all right, let me break it down. Okay, no, so he like works in the same school system that my children and my youngest still attends.
Yeah.
Okay. So the text message was kind. Get it. Great. Perfect. Fine. But it was too much. And are you text messaging every mama that got a kid at that school, or just me? Because I don't need this motherfucker. Like, we straight. I already told you. Don't be telling me about no dreams you done had, about no concerts, and we was there together. Don't be telling me